something with Memphis Bleek. Memphis Bleek said to Nori, Yayo said Jay-Z didn't have us on tour like he did, or I eat my own halal. I eat my own halal too. If you want to say that, to Memphis Bleek, I just came off my last tour. All I'm saying is when you see Jay-Z in a setting, he never really, when he's doing a Beyonce show or whatever, you don't see Memphis Bleek on the stage or him being brought out. You know, even if I'm doing the hype man with 50, he's bringing me out. I'm making money.
According to Tony Yayo, Jay-Z left Bleek chasing money while 50 Cent turned Tony Yayo into a financial success story. Tony Yayo just broke it down, and it's got the whole internet buzzing. He's comparing his money situation with 50 Cent to Memphis Bleek's situation with Jay-Z, and the difference is shocking. We're talking about wealth, debt, investments, financial security, all the things that separate somebody who builds long-term stability from somebody who's still waiting for a payday. Yayo's story hits because he's not talking about theory. He's talking about real life, real cash flow, and real business opportunities. He explains how 50 Cent set him up with the kind of money moves that erases debt, pays off taxes, and creates financial freedom. Then he looks at Bleek's situation with Jay-Z, and you can hear the frustration that Bleek never got those same investments or business opportunities. This isn't just about music anymore. It's about building wealth that lasts for decades. Yayo makes it clear that being loyal isn't enough. You need the right partner who's going to give you access to business deals, steady income, and investments that grow. That's where the financial gap starts showing between what 50 Cent did for G-Unit and what Jay-Z didn't do for Memphis Bleek. Again, this is according to Tony Yayo, and you gotta hear this for yourself. Now I'm about to play this clip for y'all, but before I do, I just need you to like, leave your thoughts down below in the comment section, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
Now dude had one song and he talking about we gonna make him a star.
He got a TikTok dance. I'm lit. But back then,
you really had to be lit.
Yeah, your whole album,
for sure.
Your whole mixtape, Jay-Z, Hard Knock Life, Nas, Illmatic. You know, like, come on. Your shit had to be lit for niggas to even fuck. Even Little Kim and Foxy. Let's keep it real. Like, I can't take nothing from them. Even though they was beefing, that shit was like, they was coming with records, beats. Like, I remember when Biggie, when he said that one line, get off my dick, kick it. You know, when he said, and Lil' Kim came in, doom, doom. Even the beats to me was better.
Yeah.
When you listen to beats, like when you listen to the Life After Death and shit like that, and Get Rich or Die Trying or Illmatic, to me the beats was like totally different. Not taking that from what the producer's doing now and the sound now, because I listen to everything.
Yeah.
You know, I listen to Future, Gunna, you know, everybody. But to me, the beats back then was different.
Yeah.
A Swiss beat, a Timberland beat, you know what I'm saying?
You know,
a Dre beat. Who else? Scott Storch beat. It was just like, come on. And that shit, and that kind of music lasts forever. Like we 30 years in the game and we still touring. Like I just said, we just came back off tour.
Yeah.
You know, with Fifth, and we still touring. Still. And I do my own tours too for people. Oh, yo.
You see,
I do my own tours. I did tours in Canada. I did a tour across the whole Germany and the Swiss Alps. And that's why I don't care about the hate. Cause I'm like, I got the possibility to do my own tour. Like something with Memphis Bleek. Memphis Bleek said to Nori, Yayo said Jay-Z didn't have us on tour like he did, or I eat my own halal. I eat my own halal too. If you want to say that, to Memphis Bleek, I just came off my last tour. All I'm saying is when you see Jay-Z in a setting, he never really, when he's doing a Beyonce show or whatever, you don't see Memphis Bleek on the stage or him being brought out. You know, even if I'm doing the hype man shit with 50, he's bringing me out. I'm making money. I'm going to.
That's that man girl too. That's it. That's Hove's wife tour.
Yeah, that's Hove wife tour.
So if Hove, I believe if Hove was out on his own, he would bring Bleek out. There is no need for him to bring Bleek in a situation where I look like if this was last tour you're talking about with the Cowboy Carter.
Right.
Yeah.
So to me, because I look at Bleek as a loyal guy, like I'm a loyal guy to Jay. But I look at like Fifth, my guy Hervé, one day we had TRL, and it's the young Gunners there.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to him out, and Hervé says loud, "You don't gotta worry about nothing. You got 50." Jay-Z doesn't do nothing for these guys like 50 does. And Hervé, I think he worked with them too. But he said that to me, and that always stuck in my head. Rest in peace to him. And he was like, yo, you got 50. Because 50 always, like for instance, when he dropped his album, he didn't have to drop the Beg for Mercy. He wanted to drop G-Unit brand.
Mm-hmm.
He branded us on the way with him. You know, and to this day, people knock me out the way. 50-50. Sometimes your own security, his security might knock you out the way. Or people might knock you out the way. I'm never going to feel a way about a celebrity. As long as I'm there and I'm getting what I deserve, you know, everybody can't be Beyonce. Everybody can't be Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Everybody can't be Nas. Everybody can't be Snoop. Everybody can't be Dre. Some of might be, who had Tupac? The Outlaws.
Yeah.
That's how I always looked at it. Like, you got 50, you got G-Unit. You got Tupac, you got the Outlaws. You got Snoop, you got Dog Pound.
Right.
It's cool. It's levels to the shit, and it's cool.
Mm.
You know, it's just want to always outdo you.
Cube got lynch mob.
Yeah, lynch mob. It's cool. Everybody can't be Ice Cube. You know?
Well, you about to get in trouble again because they say 50 gave you a meal, gave you a ticket when you got out.
Yeah. I lived in Battery Park. I used to come out my apartment, see the Statue of Liberty, you know?
Damn.
A lot of look, when you look at a lot of rappers, where they die at, in their hood.
Mm-hmm.
Nipsey was doing a good thing for the community, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he died in his hood. Stack Bundles, good rapper, one of the best rappers ever. Where he died in his hood. Freaky Ty, grew up with him, watch him, dope rapper. Where he died in his hood.
50 Cent showed the blueprint of how money and loyalty can go hand in hand in this business. What stands out to me about Tony Yayo's story is not just that he feels financially stable with 50. It's that he's using words like investments, stability, and wealth. That shows growth. In hip-hop, we always hear about the chains, the cars, and the flexing. But Yayo's out here talking about financial freedom. This whole comparison between Yayo and 50 and Bleek and Jay-Z doesn't have to be about who did more or who did less. I look at it as two different styles of leadership. 50 Cent invests in the people around him. He brings them into business opportunities, helps them tour, and puts them in positions to build wealth. That creates a long-term financial cushion. On the other side, Jay-Z is running his empire differently. His approach to money, taxes, and investments might not filter down the same way, but it doesn't take away from the fact that both of these guys build billion-dollar platforms that show what's possible. I think the bigger message is this. You can't depend on any one person to save your financial future. Whether you got somebody putting you on, like 50 did with Yayo, or you're trying to figure it out on your own like Bleek, you have to educate yourself on business. You have to know how to turn opportunity into real financial security. That's how you avoid the pitfalls. That's how you create wealth. And that's how you make sure your kids never have to struggle the way you did. I respect Yayo for keeping it real because most rappers don't admit the truth about money. They don't talk about the financial side because it's not glamorous. It shows that hip-hop isn't just about music anymore. It's about business. It's about generational wealth. It's about building something that lasts when the music stops. Now, personally, I do believe that Jay-Z has done a whole lot for Memphis Bleek. Maybe not as much as 50 has done for Tony Yayo and G-Unit, but he has done a lot, and he has put money in his pockets, in my opinion. But at the end of the day, I see this as a positive thing because we need more artists to speak openly about finances. We need to hear about how they invest, how they avoid debt, how they handle taxes, and how they protect themselves from financial mistakes. That's how the culture grows. That's how fans learn, and that's how the next generation won't chase fame, but will also chase financial stability. So salute to Tony Yayo for sparking this conversation. Salute to 50 Cent for showing how you mix loyalty and business, and salute to Memphis Bleek for staying solid through it all. We can take lessons from everybody involved. Now I want to hear from y'all. Do you think loyalty in hip-hop should come with money and investments, or should it just be friendship and respect? And do you believe artists today are doing enough to teach financial literacy to their crews and their fans? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.